Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Hi and good day, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of
Trivia for Kids. Kids.
Kids.
Trivia for Orchids.
Trivia for Orchids. Flowers only. If you're a kid, turn it off. Hi, Ren.
Hi.
Oh, I'm Casey. This is Ren.
Yeah.
And we are hosting this week's episode of Trivia for Kids. Thanks for being here. 97 times we've done this.
Wow. It feels like this is like our 5th time.
Oh, I don't think so. It doesn't feel like 97, but certainly more than 5. I feel like we've probably learned quite a few lessons in 97 podcasts, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're still in the same place, under the stairs.
Well, we switched a lot.
We have switched.
We started here. We went into our guest bedroom, which is now my sister's room. And then we went to my room for one, and then we didn't like that. And then we went back here, and then we went back in the closet.
Then we went to Brooks's bunk bed.
Brooks's bunk bed. Then we went to my bed. Then we went to our other storage room, and then we went to under the stairs again.
And here we are. I think this is the best place.
Yeah.
Except this is our storage room, or the storage space under the stairs, which is a nice small room, which works great for a recording studio. But the one bad part is that we have to be able to sit in here. So I can't put anything in storage in this place, which is kind of a pain, but it works well for our recording studio. So Here we are in our own little corner. Yep. Are you ready for a joke in our little space?
Yeah.
All right, the first joke comes from Elijah, and he made this one up. How does Darth Vader like his toast?
I have no idea.
On the dark side. That's a good joke.
It is.
Joke 2 comes from Ottilie. Thanks, Ottilie. What kind of bow can't be tied?
A bow.
A rainbow.
Oh.
All right, the third joke comes from Rosie. Thanks, Rosie. What do you call a fairy that hasn't showered in a whole year? Stinkerbell!
I thought it was going to be something like Pixie, like with your armpits or something.
Oh, that would work. And the last joke comes from AJ. Thank you. What kind of metal makes a robber run away?
I don't know.
Copper.
Oh.
Get it? Cops and robbers? Copper. Good one.
I have a good joke.
Ready.
What's Beethoven's favorite fruit?
What is Beethoven's favorite fruit? I don't know.
Bananas.
Banana. That's really funny. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Ready for trivia?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started.
Round number 1. The category is riddles. Question 1. Jane left town on Friday. 2 days later, she came back on Friday. How is that possible? Question 2. What rock group has 4 men that cannot sing? Question 3. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Question 4. What has hands and a face but can't hold anything or smile? Question 5. I make a loud sound while changing. When I do change, I get bigger, but I weigh less. What am I? Question 6. I have no wings, but I can fly. And I have no eyes, but I can cry. What am I? Question 7. What has to be broken before you can use it? And now the answers to round 1. Ren, do you love riddles as much as Quinn does?
Probably not as much, but I still like riddles.
All right, let's see if you can get these. Question 1. Jane left town on Friday. 2 days later, she came back on Friday. How is that possible?
I have no idea.
Because Friday is the name of her horse.
I would never have guessed that.
That is a real head scratcher. Question 2. What rock group has 4 men that cannot sing?
I have no idea.
Mount Rushmore. I've never heard that one. I love that one.
I don't understand.
They're made of rock, so they're a rock group that cannot sing because they're a statue. Question 3. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? The answer is the word short. The word short becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it. It's so obvious when you hear the answer. Question 4. What has hands and a face but can't hold anything or smile?
A clock.
That is correct. A clock. Question 5. I make a loud sound while changing. When I do change, I get bigger, but I weigh less. What am I? Popcorn. Make a lot of noise when changing. Get bigger, but you weigh less. Oh, so clever. Question 6. I have no wings, but I can fly. And I have no eyes, but I can cry. What am I? A cloud.
Crying one really took me off.
Yeah, because it's not real tears, but like rain. Question 7. What has to be broken before you can use it?
An egg.
An egg. When Ren knows the answer, she gets a big smile on her face while I'm reading the question, so I knew you were going to know that one. Round number 2, the category is TV shows. Question 1. What reality TV show has been on air for over 20 years and is known for the tagline, "The Tribe Has Spoken"? Question 2. What show follows a teenage Addams Family member while they attend Nevermore Academy? Question 3. In the show Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, what is Ladybug Girl's real first name? Question 4. What show is based on popular toy rag dolls that come to life? Question 5. In Peppa Pig, what animal is Peppa's friend Susie? Question 6. In Dora the Explorer, what is the name of Dora's monkey companion? Question 7. Which of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' weapons is a bow staff? Round number 2 answers. Question 1. What reality TV show has been on air for over 20 years and is known for the tagline, "The tribe has spoken"?
I saw a commercial about this a couple days ago when I was watching a show. Isn't it Survivor?
It is Survivor. Yes. We do not watch Survivor as a family, but I know a lot of families do. I know my parents do, and it's really good. It's really good. Question 2. What show follows a teenage Addams Family member while they attend Nevermore Academy?
I don't know.
The show is called Wednesday.
I would never have guessed that was the answer.
Maybe when you get a little older, I'll let you watch it. Question 3. In the show Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, what is Ladybug Girl's real first name?
Oh gosh, I used to love this show. I feel like it starts with an M.
It does. Her name is Marinette.
All right.
Because she's French. Because it's based in Paris, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty name. Question 4. What show is based on popular toy rag dolls that come to life?
I don't know.
Lalaloopsy or We're Lalaloopsy. So there's 2 different Lalaloopsy shows, so I'll give you credit for either one. Do you know what those are, Lalaloopsy dolls?
Nope.
They're the dolls that have like button eyes and...
Oh.
Question 5. In Peppa Pig, what animal is Peppa's friend Susie?
A sheep.
She is a sheep. And there is an episode of Peppa Pig.
Where she's on the phone. And she's
Where-
like, Susie, do you know how to whistle? And Susie's like, no. And then Peppa was like, well, you make an O with your lips and blow. And Susie started whistling. And Peppa just picked up the phone and she hung up in a very mean way. She like had the weirdest face on. She was like,
Peppa is trying to learn to whistle and she cannot figure it out. And her mom or somebody was like, call up your friend Susie. I bet she can't whistle either, to try to make Peppa feel better. And so Peppa gives her a call and she's like, Susie, can you whistle? And she's like, no. And then Peppa tries to explain it and Susie whistles like immediately. And Peppa just hangs up on her. It's so funny. Question 6. In Dora the Explorer, what is the name of Dora's monkey companion?
Boots.
His name is Boots. And he wears
Yellow rainbow.
yellow rain boots appropriately. Question 7. Which of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' weapons is a bow staff?
Leo.
Leo's is a sword.
It's not Raphael, not the tiny dude. I know that he wears a purple mask.
Yes, it is Johnny or Donatello.
Oh.
Round number 3. The category is shapes. Question 1. Ancient Egyptians constructed buildings in what shape? Question 2. What is the only 3-dimensional shape with no edges? Question 3. A quadrilateral is a polygon with how many sides? Question 4. In the United States, a yield sign is what shape? Question 5. A rhombus has a similar look to what common shape? Question 6. A paper towel roll or a toilet paper tube are what shape? Question 7. What is the name of a 10-sided, two-dimensional shape? And now the answers to round number 3. Question 1. Ancient Egyptians constructed buildings in what shape?
Triangles.
I'm looking for a 3-dimensional shape.
Rectangle.
Pyramids.
Triangle. Pyramids. What's the difference?
Pyramid is 3-dimensional. Triangle is 2-dimensional. Question 2. What is the only 3-dimensional shape with no edges?
A sphere.
It is a sphere. So explain what is something that would be a sphere.
A baseball. A basketball. The Earth. The Moon. Mercury. Jupiter.
Yep, the planets, basketballs, any kind of balls. Yes, a sphere. Question 3. A quadrilateral is a polygon with how many sides?
4.
4 is the answer. The word quad means 4. So that was kind of a giveaway.
Is that why, like, in Michigan, people call their
Four-wheelers?
four-wheelers quads?
Yes, because they have 4 wheels. Yes. Question 4. In the United States, a yield sign is what shape?
Triangle.
That is correct. Not a pyramid. A triangle. Question 5. A rhombus has a similar look to what common shape?
I don't know.
A diamond. Did you know that one? Have you learned about those?
Sadly.
Sadly, oh, you forgot. Question 6. A paper towel roll or a toilet paper tube are what shape?
Cylinder.
It is a cylinder. Correct. Very good. Question 7. What is the name of a 10-sided, two-dimensional shape?
I don't know.
A decagon.
We haven't learned about those yet.
So deca is sort of like the 10 version of quad. So like a decade is 10 years, or a decathlon has 10 events. So decagon, 10 sides.
Oh.
Round 4. The category is extreme sports. Question 1. What is the term for the sport in which athletes jump off cliffs with a parachute strapped to their back? Question 2. In skateboarding, what is the term for a trick where the skateboard rotates 360 degrees vertically while the rider remains in the air? A kickflip, an ollie, or an aerial? Question 3. What is the term for the sport in which participants glide over the water's surface using a board attached to a kite? Question 4. What event takes place during the summer in Pamplona, Spain, where a certain type of animal has been let loose on a sectioned off street in the town? Question 5. What is the term for the extreme sport where participants climb frozen waterfalls using ice axes and crampons? Question 6. What is the term for the sport where athletes run, climb, and perform acrobatic moves through urban environments? Question 7. The Iditarod is a famous race where contestants travel roughly 1,000 miles in freezing Alaska temperatures, riding on what? Round 4 answers. Question 1. What is the term for the sport in which athletes jump off cliffs with a parachute strapped to their backs?
Paragliding?
This is called base jumping. Base jumping is when they just jump off a cliff with a parachute on their backs and open it up. So it's like skydiving, except you jump off a cliff instead. Would you do such a thing?
I'd rather skydive.
You would skydive, though?
Yes.
Okay. Question 2. In skateboarding, what is the term for a trick where the skateboard rotates 360 degrees vertically while the rider remains in the air? Is it a kickflip, an ollie, or an aerial?
Isn't it an aerial? Or no, it's ollie.
It is a kickflip.
Bruh. I only know this because of Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Games on her Switch.
Oh, I only knew it because of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That was my version as a child. Question 3. What is the term for the sport in which participants glide over water's surface using a board attached to a kite?
I have no idea.
Kiteboarding. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're on a surfboard. Or, no, it's more like you're on a wakeboard. And then instead of having a boat pull you, you have a kite pull you.
Like a giant parachute thing.
Exactly. A parachute with a ski handle. Question 4. What event takes place during the summer in Pamplona, Spain, where a certain type of animal has been let loose on sectioned off streets in the town?
I have no idea whatsoever.
Have you heard of the running of the bulls?
Yes.
You have? So that's what I was looking for. So in Pamplona, they let the bulls go through the streets, and there are people who can sign up to run in front of them and try not to get trampled or poked by the horns.
Who would sign up to do that?
A lot of people. It is a popular thing. Question 5. What is the term for the extreme sport where participants climb frozen waterfalls using ice axes and crampons?
I have no idea.
This is called ice climbing.
That's basic.
That wasn't too hard. Could you imagine climbing a frozen waterfall? I bet it's beautiful.
That'd be fun. I kind of wish that they did that in the Chronicles of Narnia.
Ooh, they probably did. Question 6. What is the term for the sport where athletes run, climb, and perform acrobatic moves through urban environments?
Parkour.
Parkour. What does that remind you of?
It reminds me of the Switch because I every time that I'm Mario, he's really good at like jumping from place to place to place to place. So every time that I like jump out of my death as him, I'm like parkour, parkour, parkour.
It reminds me of Michael Scott on The Office, where he goes through the office and does parkour on like Jim's desk and stuff.
He jumped off of Jin's desk onto Dwight's.
Yep. Question 7. The Iditarod is a famous race where contestants travel roughly 1,000 miles in freezing Alaska temperatures riding on a what?
Horse, donkey, I don't know.
The answer is a dog sled. The Iditarod travels from Anchorage to Nome, Alaska. Mushers and a team of between 12 and 14 dogs cover the distance in 8 to 15 days or more. The Iditarod began in 1973 as an event to test the best dog sled mushers and teams, but evolved into today's highly competitive race.
I like how they're called mushers because when they like tell their dogs to go, they're like mush, mush.
Yep, that's the word they use to tell the dogs to go. So they're called mushers. You're right. But could you imagine dog sledding in, well, dog sledding and all, but in that cold of time? I mean, Alaska's cold. So you're going across snow and ice and frozen lakes and
Imagine
tundra.
one of your dogs getting stuck, or you were going and your sled broke.
Oh, that happens.
Or you were going and you
Or you run into a grizzly bear or a polar bear. Also happens.
Or you're like running and then your sled just goes down and into the snow and it get like stuck in a sheet of ice or something.
There are a lot of things that could happen in the Iditarod. It is a dangerous race. Round number 5. The category is ducks. Question 1. What is the term for a female duck? Question 2. How many days does it take for a duck egg to hatch? Question 3. True or false? Only female mallards quack. Question 4. What is a baby duck called? Question 5. What is the name of the Looney Tunes character who is a skinny, black-feathered duck with an explosive temper? Question 6. In the story The Ugly Duckling, what does the duckling eventually turn into? Question 7. True or false? Duck feathers are waterproof. Round 5 answers. Question 1. What is the term for a female duck?
A goose, I don't know.
It's a hen.
What's a chicken?
We had this on trivia the other night, and we had no idea what it was, and we were like, just put hen, because we couldn't think of anything else. And then it was hen. So we got it right. Question 2. How many days does it take for a duck egg to hatch?
48.
Between 25 and 15 days, or about 4 weeks. So it takes a chicken egg about 3 weeks to hatch, and a duck egg about 4 weeks. So remember the week that we did the category about eggs, and we did the question about why they change color? Anyway, I was on an explanation rant about chicken eggs being different colors, and I made the comment, and I feel like we talk about these chickens all the time, but the ayam sayami eggs from Indonesia, the black chickens with the black insides and the black mouths, I said they have black eggs because the internet played a trick on me, because I saw a picture of black eggs, but really they're not. They're off-white. So whoever said, by the way, those chickens don't have black eggs, thank you for the rebuttal, because I was wrong. Question 3, true or false? Only female mallards quack.
False.
It's true.
What?
The quintessential duck's quack is the sound of the female mallard. Male ducks make a quieter, monotone honking noise. So when you hear a wah, 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 female duck. So you go, girls. You go, girl ducks. Question 4. What is a baby duck called?
Duckling.
That is correct. A duckling. Question 5. What is the name of the Looney Tunes character who is a skinny, black-feathered duck with an explosive temper?
Daffy.
It is Daffy. Can you talk like Daffy?
No.
Despicable. That's not too bad. He has a very when he talks.
Spitty.
It is very spitty. Question 6. In the story The Ugly Duckling, what does the duckling eventually transform into? The answer is a swan. So do you know the story of the ugly duckling?
No.
You don't? So there's a family of ducks, and one of the ducklings doesn't look like the rest of them. And so everyone thinks it's so ugly because it doesn't look like the rest of the ducks. And it's very sad, and everybody makes fun of her and doesn't treat her as nicely. And then she grows up to be a beautiful swan, and everybody's like, oh. So the lesson of the ugly duckling is
By its cover.
don't judge a book by its cover. Exactly. Question 7, true or false? Duck feathers are waterproof.
True.
It is true. Duck feathers are waterproof because ducks have a special gland that produces oil near the tail that spreads and covers the outer coat of feathers. And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but These were the hardest ones we've had, so use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are. Question 1. What rock group has 4 men that cannot sing?
Mount Rushmore.
Question 2. A quadrilateral is a polygon with how many sides?
4.
Question 3. What is the term for the sport where athletes run, climb, and perform acrobatic moves through an urban environment?
Parkour.
Question 4. How many days does it take for a duck egg to hatch?
25 to 29 days, or about 4 weeks.
Question 5. In skateboarding, what is the term for a trick where the skateboard rotates 360 degrees vertically while the rider remains in the air?
A kickflip.
Question 6. What is the term for a female duck?
A hen.
Question 7. What is the only 3D shape with no edges?
A sphere.
And that's the end of the trivia. Here come your shout outs. Riddles comes from listener Jacob
Thank you.
and listener JC for the questions.
Thank you.
Survivor comes from Maxwell.
Thank you.
Miraculous comes from Sophie.
Thank you, Sophie.
Wednesday comes from Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
Lalaloopsy comes from Lily.
Thank you, Lily.
Shapes comes from Saren, who is from England.
Whoa. Thank you, Saren.
Extreme Sports comes from Riley.
Thank you.
Don't run with any bulls, Riley. Ducks comes from Harper.
Thank you, Harper.
And Harper and her family are Patreon subscribers. So thank you so much, Harper.
Thank you.
And your family. Ren, when was the last time you laughed so hard you cried?
So I was sitting on the couch and I was watching this Bluey episode probably about last year, and I started, Bingo taped her nose up and smiled really, really, really wide because she put fake teeth in. And then she started chasing Bluey around, and it was hilarious. And then Bluey started copying her and looked even funnier.
And that made you laugh so hard you cried?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. You love Bluey. I think mine was on New Year's Eve when we were playing some fun games with friends, and I was just laughing. I love to laugh. It is one of my very favorite things. Do you like to laugh?
Yes.
The harder, the better. All right. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a great week, everybody.
Thank you.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can see all of our new videos. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Trivia for Kids Podcast, or you can email us at triviaforkidspodcast@gmail.com.